Alright, so I'm doing this video right after work. I did end up starting my cycle a whole week early, so I was able to do the ovulation test and stuff for the past couple of days. I kind of wanted to briefly go over the symptoms I experienced for my first. I don't know if I would count this as because my first cycle happened like immediately right after I stopped the birth control. So I don't know if I'm gonna just count it as my second cycle after the birth control. Because I think with the first cycle, that's when I was actually supposed to get it. Even if I was gonna be on the birth control, I was supposed to get it that day. So um, with this past one that I just got off of, so the first day of the cycle, I was having hot flashes, I was having mild cramps, I was bloated, and I was gassy. So that was the first day. The second day, I had cramps and I was gassy. Um, Second day, it got really like bad, heavy bad. Third day, heavy bad. Fourth day, I was still cramping, but not like barely cramping. And the fifth day, it wasn't. It was light, and I was off. So it only lasted 5 days. So the cycle only lasted that long. I noticed that during my cycle, there was like I think it was the third day when I was doing the BBT tracking that my temperature did go up to like almost 98 degrees Fahrenheit. Then it went back down. Then I think the fifth day or the sixth day after I got off, it almost touched at the 90. It was almost 98. But then I noticed since I've been tracking the BBT, after that peak I had like some days before my cycle until now, my temperature has not. It touched 98 2 days in between there, but it never went over 98. So I noticed that. Then I and then I was also comparing it, looking at the table, and I guess trying to compare it to the little information I have right now with the ovulation tests I've been doing. So I've been doing those, counting today. I've been doing it for 4 days. I started doing the ovulation test right after, so not right after my cycle. So I just started on day 6. Um, so the way that the PreMom app does it is it does levels. Like you do the test strip. So first of all, you have to pee in a cup. It's like a little strip. You dip it in the urine, and then you wait until it goes up to the testing line. And then you have to sit it on a surface that won't absorb it. And then the app also has a timer, so you can time it for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes. It's best. They said that it's recommended that if you time it for 5 minutes, but you can do it up to 7. So when you click on the timer, it automatically put it on 7 minutes. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna just do it for 7 minutes. So so when the timer goes off, you take a picture of it. You can I do it. You can do it automatically, where you just hold it over it and it'll like line it up with it kind of like lines it up. It sees the test strip, it notifies it. It notices the test strip, and it'll like automatically take a picture of it. Or you can do it manually, or you can take a picture on your camera phone and then upload it to the app. You can do it that way, but I do it manually. So it'll take the picture, upload it to the app. We'll take the picture on the app, and then after that, it'll interpret the data and tell you if you're low, medium, or high peak for fertility. So the levels are less than if it's less than 1, that means the test line is lighter than the control line, which means you're low level. And if it's darker than the control line, the test line is darker than the control line, then you're high peak. If it's if it's like kind of similar, basically similar to the control line, you're medium. So and then it's close to 1. It'll be like 0.9 or 1 point or something like that. So So lately, so the 6th day when I did it, I was low. I was 0.13. And then when I uploaded the first test strip, it was like, oh, you can do rapid testing if you want to test it this way. And it's probably best to do it that way if you're just now starting. So rapid testing is where you do two tests a day. So like one in the morning and then one in the afternoon. But they say they would not prefer you to use your first urine, like when you first get up in the morning, because it can alter the results. And they say you should do it between 11 and 4 p.m., I believe. But I think I did it at like 10:30, and then I did the second one at like 4:30. So I know I did it out of the interval, but that's what I did. So then when I did it the second day, it said when I did it in the morning, it went higher. It was 0.17. So I was like, okay, yeah, it's going up. So I was getting all excited. So then when I did it later in the afternoon, it was like 0.11. And I was like, it went down before, less than the day before. So it was still low. Then when I did it the next day, so that was day 7, then I did day 8, it was at a 0.05. So then I didn't do the rapid testing. I was like, I'm just going to do that one. So then when I just did it right before this video, I just did one and it was at a 0.13. So I'm like, okay. So I'm just going to keep doing the ovulation test strips until it's at a 0. Or maybe I'll just keep doing it until I get my next cycle. That's going to be a lot. But I'm going to just keep doing it. I'm going to just probably keep doing it until I get my next cycle just so I can see and then compare it to next month. So I think I'm going to do that. And I also compared to that chart because when you do it on the app, it has the charts basically lined up. So it's like, I forgot what that chart is called. I learned it in math class, but I think it's called a line plotting or something like that. So when my temperature was going up, so was the ovulation levels, and when it was going down, so it kind of was matching each other. So I noticed that. So I'm gonna keep tracking. I'm gonna keep looking, and then this week I have my breast ultrasound. So I will update you guys on how that process looks. I will update y'all in the next video. And I'll keep tracking the ovulation test and the BBT tracking, and then the symptoms post birth control. So I'll keep you updated on that in my next video. So keep watching.